It's January 31st, 2020, and it's time for another episode of the Lunchbox Podcast, our mainline podcast to feed your hunger on video games, music, movies, television, and many other avenues of entertainment. We are here Fridays on twitch.tv/thelunchboxpub, so be sure to follow and subscribe to us here on our channel, and hit the bell to know when we go live, and keep up with everything we do as a whole on our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Lunchbox Pub. If you miss your chance to watch live, don't worry, we got you covered, as episodes are archived on Twitch as well as uploaded to our YouTube channel soon after. And before we do our introductions, for those who have missed it, well, two people are not hosting us. Thank you, Irregular and Mr. Achiever. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you, Mr. Achiever, for the follow. But before we do our introductions, well, this made by our very own lead artist, Gaylene. This is a tribute lunchbox for Kobe Bryant. And mad props and love and appreciation. Thank you for being an icon to some of us here in the company. And, well, we definitely need to show our love to the Black Mamba himself and one of the greatest basketball players in NBA history. So,
absolutely.
Yes. So, again, thank you. We showed this picture earlier to start off our stream just to get ourselves ready, but at the same time show a bit of our moment of silence. And again, thank you, Kobe, for everything. And funny story I got to share with my staff and for the people who are listening out there. So yesterday I sort of had a Kobe moment, just trying to, throw some empty plastic bottles into the recycling bin. Pretty much I did a shot. I yelled out Kobe, and I was the only one in the office since I came in early. That shot, it was an air shot. It never hit the basket. It never did. I was like, Kobe, I am so sorry.
Did everyone start beating you?
Well, no. But the second time, right? And Stefan was in the office, aka Savage, our very own Savage. He was in the office with me, and I crushed a water bottle, and I just looked at the empty bin, and I said, okay. Instead of yelling Kobe, I was like, Kobe. I just whispered it, and I shot it. It went in. I was like, oh, come on.
Nice.
Are you kidding me? So.
I feel like Kobe would have told you to do it again.
Yeah, and I did again. So thanks, Kobe. Love you, man. Thank you for being an icon. I'll be truthful to everyone, to both my staff who are with me and for the viewers watching and listening. Thank you. I mean, I was not a Lakers fan but I was a fan of Kobe Bryant because he's just that athlete who just, oh my gosh. Like, I've done sports. I did martial arts and swimming and soccer, and whoa, what the heck was that?
My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. No, you good?
Yeah. Just a pencil sharpener.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's fine. But I mean, he was still that icon to look up to, and I don't know. Like, does anyone else have a story they want to share? Anything that how Kobe was an icon, or like a, how should I say, an inspiration to you? It doesn't. It can be either sports or it can be either in gaming or anything achievable. Big John, you got a story? Or anyone?
Not really. I mean, he was I was never that big into basketball as a whole, but he was definitely I consider Kobe like one of the elite when it comes to like people you see in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Right up there with people like he was our 2000s Michael Jordan, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hear that.
I mean, I was born in the 90s. Yeah, I'm that old, folks. But yeah, I know.
You're literally one of the babies in this group, Greg. You're literally one of the babies in this group.
Yeah,
you really can't say much,
but
buddy.
The thing is, like, I grew up with Jordan, though. Does that make sense? I know some of us grew up with Jordan and stuff, but Kobe, he came later, and I was like, okay, this guy's pretty good, and at the same time, that.
It was like just as Jordan was fading out, Kobe was making his rise up to fame.
And now,
yeah, exactly.
For the people who are born,
fading out sounds so harsh.
I know.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like he didn't mean it like that, Big John. No, I get what Matt was saying. No, the thing about is, like, everyone like everyone has a particular icon they grew up with, whether they either watch the sport or haven't watched it at all. Like for example, I think it's safe to say, for me, like I'm a home based person. Like before the Nationals came, I was Baltimore Orioles, right? And Cal Ripken was my idol. That's the person I looked up to. And when it came to baseball, when it came to basketball, obviously Michael Jordan, number 23. And, even in NASCAR, I looked at Jeff Gordon. I honestly looked at Jeff Gordon as my racing idol also.
Boy.
So, exactly. See, before Dale Earnhardt Jr. and such, and shout outs also to Danica Patrick. And, what's his name? Tony Logano and Jimmy Johnson. So,
you just didn't say Dale Earnhardt.
No. I did. I said Junior. I said Dale Earnhardt Jr. and I gave props to Dale Earnhardt Sr. If I didn't, my bad. But I guess for the 2000 babies growing up, obviously Kobe Bryant is like the icon to look at, and throwing
Venus and Serena.
Yeah, that too. And what's his name again? Not Nadal. Rafael Nadal was, and not who's the. Oh man, Tita Heidi, if you're listening in the Philippines, and I forgot, Pete Sampras, is that his name? The tennis player? Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes, he was my icon next to the Williams sisters for me when it came to tennis. See, man, jeez, it's throwing empty bottles or paper balls into a trash can is going to be very different now. I'm telling you. I
was talking about it with somebody the other day. And if you feel it's that much of a problem, do it this way. Instead of shouting Kobe when you make the shot, add the word "for" into it, like you're making the shot for him.
Oh, I saw that too. SB Nation had a tweet and GIF about that. That was awesome, man. But
said GIF. Wow.
My bad. GIF.
No, I was just surprised.
Don't get me started.
No. Not here. Not on this topic. Not on this topic.
No, so
Yo.
I'm just well, okay. So the only thing I can say, because I'm not a sports fan. It's weird. It's not that I'm not a sports fan. I wasn't really into sports like that to know the folks. I know Kobe the same way that I know LeBron, the same way that I know Jordan. And really, I know Jordan more for Space Jam than I do for actual basketball.
That's fine.
To be honest, yeah.
That's just how I am. But I do recognize that, he was someone to look up to. I hope he did a lot of good for the community. I don't actually know anything about his life.
He did.
Most of what I do know is probably slightly controversial. There you go. Awesome. That's good to know. So I mourn for the people who mourn him. I'm there with them. I empathize with them, and I know this is a really hard time for a lot of people. So I hope everybody just takes it a day at a time and know that there's always that's not going to sound right saying there's always someone else to look up to, but just know that you just keep moving with the legacy that he left.
Yes.
And I think that's the most important thing.
Exactly. You said it there, Erisel. You did. I know a lot of esports, how should I say, he actually was a shareholder in Epic Games, actually. The guys who created Fortnite and he did win an Academy Award too. So that's when it comes to entertainment and pop culture.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
What was the award?
I think animated short. I think it's an animated short, I believe. Yeah.
It was posted all over Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He won an Academy Award, yeah. And I was like, whoa, that's awesome. You know what?
That's very cool.
I honestly wish, because you guys know back, I really wish he sort of remade, and I know it's kind of a little bit childish and nerdy of me to share this. You guys remember Game of Death, right? The Bruce Lee movie, the yellow jumpsuit with the black stripe? Yeah. I really wish a martial artist, I don't know which one, maybe Iko Uwais, the guy from the Raid movies, or Tony Jaa remade
Are you saying you wanted Kobe to take Kareem Abdul's part?
Yes. I would have loved to see that. I mean,
I can see that actually.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, and you know me, I'm a sucker for, I watch mixed martial arts and stuff like that, and or him kicking Donnie Yen. That would have been really cool. But again, oh yes, a lot of the esports organizations did give props to Kobe. I know this past, for those who don't know, over the weekend, Overwatch League had their first event in Minnesota, and Kobe was, they gave a special shout out and dedication, and they did postpone the All-Star 2v2 gunfight match just to, share their thoughts and condolences to Kobe Bryant. And I know a lot of games have been canceled, and a lot of games have been starting off with the 8-second clock or the 24-second clock, which was very, very, very powerful. And mad shout outs to all the teams who have done that this past week. So, again, from all of us here from the Lunchbox Publications to Vanessa, the LA Lakers, the fans, the entire NBA organization, and the Bryant family, our condolences, our thoughts and condolences. Thank you so much, Kobe. We will miss you. So, yeah. All right, let's introduce ourselves. What's up, guys? I'm Greg M., aka The Remix, founder, CEO, editor-in-chief of the Lunchbox Publications, and I'm here with...
Yo, what's up, everyone? Matt Green here, social media manager and news aggregator for the show.
What's up? Big John. I'm around.
Hey y'all, Erisel here, aka the Slytherin Queen.
And it's Paranormiac here, aka Gaylene.
All right, guys, we do have some topics and awesome, subjects to talk about for this past week. It's been an interesting week, weird, but interesting. What you got first, Matt?
Well, first I figured, once again, like last week, we'll start off with a segment about the Call of Duty League. So tell us what's been going on, Greg.
Okay, let me just share with you all that my rankings suck from last week. They were garbage, and I'm not upset. I'm disappointed. But I'm surprised because a lot of the underdog teams have shown up this past weekend. And I'm not just talking about the Chicago Huntsmen. I'm talking about the lower bracket teams. For example, one of Big John's teams that he picked, not just because of the icon, and a matter of fact, they're on a big, huge roll. The Minnesota Rocker, they were not part of the top 5 teams to look at. However, they dominated against the Toronto Ultra and the Los Angeles Guerrillas. And funny story about the first match between the Rocker and the LA Guerrillas. Apparently, the LA Guerrillas, one of the matches, Search and Destroy match, they were using a banned perk. And
really?
Yeah, so with that being said, once the officials found out, oh, I'm sorry, LA Guerrillas, you don't get that second match point. We're gonna give it to the Minnesota Rocker. And from there, they just completely won the next 2 matches, and they won 3-1 against LA. And
they were allowed to keep playing? They weren't disqualified or anything?
No. They were allowed to keep playing. So here's one of the rule sets. If another team finds something fishy, like, hold up, like they saw the kill cam, right? How did this person know where I was and stuff? There are banned items and perks that you cannot use when competing in the Overwatch League. For example, back in Call of Duty World War II, before the league standoff happened, there's this kill streak called UAV. UAV allows you to see where everyone is on the map, because in Call of Duty League, they turn off the mini-map. You cannot see anyone at all, because, that's for the challenge. They had a challenge.
Right.
So somehow Looney, who's now part of the Toronto Ultra, he did a mistake of activating a UAV, and that sort of costed them a match point, and they had to give it up to the other team.
Oh, damn.
So
so it was a mistake. He didn't actually do it on purpose.
He didn't do it on purpose. The other team, they didn't do it on purpose. However, when they sort of got the match point lost, they had to forfeit that point and give it to the other team to make, the series tied, right? It sadly, you can tell the momentum went down from the LA Guerrillas from there. You kind of see where
the morale went down.
Of course. Like, oh man, we just lost a point. Maybe we can get back the next 2 games. They couldn't do it. So yeah. Minnesota definitely had one of their last match in Minnesota had a big rivalry between both the Toronto Ultra and the Minnesota Rocker, because, well, that's when we call it the quote unquote the Battle of the North. So yeah. But my rankings that I shared last week, folks, for those who haven't who didn't see episode 6, the top two, the teams that I chose that weren't on the top 5, some of them weren't on my list. It was disappointing. I was like, yo, I messed up.
I mean, the season is still young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got time.
Yeah, I mean, it just started, and 2 more weeks are going to be in London. Like, legit, the 8th, if I look at the calendar, starting, for those who, actually, oh wow, next week. For those who don't know, some teams in the Overwatch League from February 7th to, I believe, the 9th, they will be competing in London. That is the Royal Ravens homestead game. They will be competing there. Some teams will not be participating. They'll be watching from at home. I know the Dallas Empire are trying to regain due to the fact that they did lose their matches. They lost against the Huntsmen on this past Friday, and they lost against the Atlanta FaZe. Which brings me to my next question. And Lego Guy 12401, is this YouTube? No, this is Twitch, but welcome. Welcome. What's the topic of this conversation? We're just talking about the Call of Duty League right now as we speak. That's our first topic of the day, but welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't already, be sure to press that follow button. Help support the channel. At the same time, press on the left the bell every time we're notified. We also do our TLBX stream segments. I stream for the channel. We got Matt. We got Ray. I was about to say your Discord name, Erisel.
What? I mean,
we got
it's
Matt.
The same in Spanish as
we
English.
Got Gaylene. We got Big John. But then we got Julissa. So be sure to check us out. At the same time, bear with us, guys. We're finally getting and recapping, and all the episodes will be uploaded from episodes part 2, 4. Episode 4, part 2 will be re-uploaded, and 5 and 6 will be getting it. So yeah. So, but okay. At this point, yeah, the Dallas Empire need to redeem themselves. They also lost against Atlanta FaZe, and there's a question I'm going to ask everyone here. So, during the press conference for the Dallas Empire, Crim6 had a fallout. He went on stage. He decided to how should I say discuss, when he got on the press conference, folks, like, you can tell his face, he did not want him to be there. He did not. It was kind of getting to the point like, okay, this guy's not happy. That's great. We can tell he doesn't want to talk. What just happened? So, well, he started discussing on how the team, he's really proud of the teammates he has from Illy, Hook, and Shotzi, and Clayster. Apparently Clayster wasn't there at the press conference. Then he started mentioning the fact that 2 weeks prior before the event, the Call of Duty game updated, and the patch was the patch, how should I say, added new features and fixes. And that was 2 weeks prior, before the Minnesota event happened. Crim6 started blaming IW, Infinity Ward, the studio made the game, about the patch, saying that we spent all this time playing on the old patch when suddenly they gave us the new patch, which we never had time to practice on. And I wish I can say, and you guys know I rarely curse sometimes, I wish I can say what he really said, but it really pissed him off. Because he made a notion asking, is it possible to play on the old patch instead of the latest patch that came out? Since everyone, not just including me, this also has been happening on every single Call of Duty, that, how should I say, that the patch doesn't, that we can't get used to this at a minimal amount of time. And I was like, okay, this guy has been has been complaining about the new patch, and the new patch has the ability to slide cancel in the game. Shoutouts to Lego Guy 12401 for being the latest follower. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. And and at the same time, I believe they also nerfed both the MP5 and the M4 assault rifle, which are the top 2 guns that are being used. So my question is this to my staff and for people who are listening in. Should players be allowed to blame the patch and allow themselves to play in the old patch, or hold up, once the new patch is out, it's game on, like it or not? Does anyone need to share that?
I'll go ahead first.
Go ahead. This is not just Call of Duty, by the way, because each and every multiplayer game, it's a fighting game and or a first-person shooter or a strategy game like League of Legends or StarCraft. Do you think patches should be stick to the old one since people have been playing that most, or not? Once the new patch is released, you got to get used to it. So
I would say overall could be a game by game basis in how if that game's particular league is handled. For the sake of this scenario, though, I would say it should be game on, especially considering you said they had 2 weeks to play.
Yeah, 2 weeks. If I remember, the patch, as I said, does activate slide cancel. For those who don't know, when you're sprinting with your soldier or your player character, you have the ability to slide. When you sprint and you press the crouch button, you automatically slide. Just to get to point A to point B faster, or to instantly go to crouch your character, so it'll be comfortable. And to cancel it, you'll be canceling during mid slide, meaning you get to run and then slide and then hold up. You can just stop it, so you have an advantage on your opponents and stuff. So yeah. And when I say nerf guns, nerfing in competition games, that means you're how should I say, dimming down either the damage or anything when it comes to weapons or even characters, not just first person games. We've seen nerfs happen all the time in Overwatch. We've seen that before in Overwatch League, right, Matt? Right, Gaylene? We saw that before. We also saw nerfs in characters. Hell, you wish there was a patch back in Super Smash Bros. Brawl when Meta Knight came out. Now he's banned in using Brawl and stuff like that. So
nobody does Meta Knight
exactly. And when the new game came out, you can see the nerf. Oh my god, they finally shut him down. Even Diddy Kong on Brawl. So
right.
But continue, Matt. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
The main issue is overall would be time. Now, if the match started and the organizers were like, oh, by the way, this is on the whole new patch thing, then it wouldn't be fair at all, because there was no warning of the patch prior to it, or at least a chance to prepare. But considering they had 2 whole weeks, 2 whole weeks with plenty of, at least a decent amount of time and knowledge of this patch, I would say it's kind of on this guy. It's kind of his own fault for not being ready for it.
Remember, there was drama between him and Formal and Scump, his old teammates that he teamed up with back with Optic Gaming, and there was months of trash talking. There was months. Oh, jeez. Man.
Well, if I could just, sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna say this as well. Beyond the fact that he had 2 weeks to practice, to play around with it, to see what his comfort level was, I feel like part of being an esport athlete, you have to be able to roll with the punches. You have to be able to, I feel like part of your skill set should be, how can you deal with new and surprising features? What do you do with them?
Right.
What does that do in terms of your reflexes and stuff like that? So I don't know, it being, hey, sorry, Lego guy, I'm just if you've got coaches and you've got teams, then you're an esport athlete. That's just how I picture it, or that's the level, and that's the expectation that I'm giving for them. If esports are really going to be something that is dominating the way that it is, then why not just call them athletes? That's what they are. They're using their brains and they're using their thumbs, but they're athletes still, just the same as anybody else. I'll give them that much. I'll give them that sense of respect. I feel like they earn it. But yeah, that's just how I feel about that. So I agree with Matt. Like, he had the 2 weeks, and then on top of everything else, like, you're supposed to be like some kind of master. Like you said, he had beef. Like, he's calling people out. He's saying he's gonna like own folks and stuff like that. And here's another question: was he the only one complaining about the patch?
At this, from what did we see, Big John? Like, from the press conference that me and Chris and I did show. I know Big John saw some clips of it because I reshared it on Twitter. Like, Illy, like, I feel like, so remember, you got two of the former champs in this team, right? And you have 4. I'm also adding the 4th, because obviously it's a 5v5 game. And I'm saying 4 because you also have to add the substitute player. Those are 4 upcoming players, and they just started playing professionally. Some of them have played Halo before in the past, so some of them have played S&D on their off time, Search and Destroy, right?
Right.
So the thing is, you're supposed to be an example to these 4 new players. And I understand the frustration Ian is getting. I get it. I really do. And it sucks to lose. But the thing is, like, Erisel, you're right. You talked all that smack. Yet the other team, who also got the same patch as you, and we also need to add the fact that these people, you were playing with them online. This is LAN. This is not an online event. This is way different now. Mm-hmm. How are they used to it when you're not? And with the new, and did I see the new people? I did not see that. I always saw them like backing up Krim's comments, and I'm like, dude, I feel like you're the only one complaining, and I understand where this is going, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's going to be a new patch, or there has been. I haven't played Call of Duty for like almost a couple weeks now, since a lot of things have been happening for myself and in the gaming part of me. But they better get ready for London. You have to say they better get ready for London, because losing 0-2, that, like, that, to kick it off, I understand it's a launch event. You still need to get points, and if you don't get points now, the rankings are going to just, man, I feel like it's time to zip the lips, get to work right now. If I was still competing, like, hey, I understand new patches is in. I will study it. I'll do my best. And you guys know about, there's a chance of vetoing maps, right? Because the 2 teams need to start discussing which game mode and which maps to veto and such. Get your vetoes right. Like, if you're good in this particular map, hey, mad props to you. Make sure that map gets into the bracket, or your one of the first 3 rounds. Make sense? So we will have an advantage. So, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot they need to go through. I believe in Krim. I really do. I believe in Clayster. I'm glad they're teaming up again, since it's been a while since they teamed up, since they've been sort of on other teams and rivals these past couple of years. But, hey, discuss, regain, good luck next week. And if I was them, I would rather start traveling in, how should I say, start living in London right now to get used to the environment, and at the same time, the sleep schedule, because different time zone, different area. So yeah.
Yeah, jet lag is no joke.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. I will share this with everyone right now, and if I can. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are your official Call of Duty League rankings. At the top tier 1, we do have Atlanta FaZe, Chicago Huntsman, the Minnesota Rocker. I know Big John's happy about that. We do have the Paris Legion, and to tier 5 with the Florida Mutineers. London Royal Ravens is next. Los Angeles Guerrillas, Toronto Ultra, and your last 4 bottom teams, starting from tier 9, we have the Seattle Surge, Los Angeles Optic Gaming,
Wow.
Dallas Empire, and the New York Subliners. So, yeah, that's
more like sub tier.
okay. Okay. All right. So,
I had to go for it.
just so everyone knows, the points do matter. This is not whose line is it anyway. Yes, the points do matter, because you want to be at a high tier. At the same time, it makes, how should I say, it just shows wherever you at in the rankings. because I am looking at Florida Mutineers. I'm now looking at Minnesota Rocker. Definitely looking at the Paris Legion and the Chicago Hunt. But about Chicago Huntsmen and FaZe, they were already on my list, right? Remember, Matt, from last week? Right. It's just those three teams, the Rocker, Mutineers, and Legion, they were not in my... They weren't. They weren't even close. So, yeah. That's great. But, again, it was a successful event. I can't wait. And, yeah. So.
All right.
Here we go.
So we'll go ahead on to our next topic then, which is probably one of our main topics of the show. Recently, this week, actually, was it yesterday? No, the day before.
Yep.
No, yesterday, I was right. So yesterday, Nintendo finally showed off that there is a Animal Crossing themed Nintendo Switch coming to stores.
Cute.
I'm so happy.
Oh, goody.
Cute.
Reading here from the tweet they put up. Go ahead and put up the pictures if you haven't already.
I got it.
On. This Twitter is too bright for me.
Sorry,
why don't
dude.
you use dark mode? What is wrong with you?
No, you good? I'll put my sunglasses.
Love your eyes, bro.
Oh my God. This is exactly why I bought these sunglasses. So
all right, I'll switch it back for everybody.
You not change nothing. I got my sunglasses on. You don't got
Continue, Matt. Continue.
Reading from the tweet here, quote from Nintendo of America. Nintendo Switch system inspired by Animal Crossing New Horizons is on the way. With unique Joy-Con controllers, a custom design on the back, and a special Nintendo Switch dock, it's perfect to start your island life. Switch will be available on March 13th at the regular price of $299.99.
$30
right now. It's mine. That's my belated birthday gift to myself.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It got on the dock you got Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy with their new logo, which I'm just now realizing actually for their shop. Pushed out on the island.
You look good.
With a
God's bless. It's black.
It's a nice tan background, and I'm liking the color of the Joy-Cons. They went with a nice clean pastel looking green and blue.
I love pastel.
Very nice. I'm actually not usually a pastel person, so this was like a surprise how much I loved the colors.
It's like muted, you know. It's not like
it's so clean looking. That's what I love about it.
It's so pretty.
I think my sister, aka Larnis6D, I think she reserved it already. Because she wants her own Switch.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Right after they announced it on through their Twitter and stuff, sales immediately went on at Best Buy. I'm not sure if it's sold out, but I would say go ahead and get to your stores when you can, because I am hearing that these things will be very limited.
Yes. We do want to also share with everyone, when you get this console, and Big John did mention this last night. I did talk to him about this. It will not come with Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah,
no, this is not a bundle.
This is not a bundle.
They were working on that bundle because I saw the UK.
They better bring me that bundle, bro.
They have a bundle, but that's UK.
Did you reserve yours, Erisel? Not yet. Erisel.
All right. Sorry, I muted myself. No, I haven't reserved mine just yet because I wanted to. So I've already gushed to like all of you guys. Big John, you already know exactly what my plan is. Like, I'm about to trade in the Switch that I have now, one of my 3DSs, and like about 6 or 7 games that I just haven't been playing and basically been hoarding for a really long time.
You better do that now. I'm just saying.
I'm
not giving up my Switch now. I've got games to play, boo.
I understand, but how long is this reservation going to last?
I mean,
for reserves, you only had to put. I know at GameStop you only had to put down
50. 50. Yep.
Yeah, so I can just trade in my games and I'll be good. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, the games in the 3DS, because I mean I'm not doing anything with the 3DS. I've got 2. What's the point?
But I'm saying
I still don't even know how I got to.
I'm sure you have $50 to put down for now before you get the rest of your funds ready.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I do have something interesting to also share with you guys Not if you guys haven't gotten your Pro controller yet, they did. Amazon is now accepting reservations for the Timmy and Tommy and the K Slider Pro controllers. Check them out, guys. They look
I saw those.
very nice.
They're by Power A, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
They look good.
Wow.
It's cute. Very
love it.
cute. Yeah. Aw.
I'm about to get that KK Slider one.
Yeah, I'll bring up the KK Slider one in a bit, Big John. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just said I might get that one. That's my boy. We went to school together.
Stop. Okay. All right.
I saw those school pictures. Y'all were hella cute.
Oh my lord.
He didn't like to wear clothes, but they were fine. They were cool. It's because of his religion.
Okay, Matt. So one more time, when does this come out for the and this is the KK Slider controller, Big John's classmate.
I actually convinced him to buy that guitar, man. He wasn't trying to get it, but I was like, yo, man, you gotta get that. I helped pay for it too. Yeah, I had $5.
All right, Matt. What is it
gonna on March 13th?
Okay. Oh, the week before. Yeah, Animal Crossing. That's awesome. That's good. That's real good. Okay.
They trying to test my. They really think I ain't gonna buy a second one. I'm not crazy.
Yikes.
Dude, you did
it. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder.
Oh no, same though. Actually, that's actually me too.
The next topic, there's actually one other tiny Animal Crossing thing I wanted to get into because it's been making rounds recently. Just to note that they on the Australian Nintendo website they put up a tiny bit of details about multiplayer functionality for the game. A couple things on here, you know, were things we already knew, but there's one detail on here that's interesting. But they did, you know, officially confirm that yes, up to 8 players can play online together, online or locally, and local multiplayer on one console you can get up to four residents on one island. But the interesting thing with that is that if you are a family that's basically like sharing a Switch, only one island can be created per console.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh wow! Wait! Question.
Yes.
So, what if there are profiles on the Switch? Does it make sense? Like one island per profile, or legit one island for everybody?
One island per console. So Greg, in your example, let's say you get the game, you start up a game, you start up a new island, have your resident, and then let's say give the game to Evan so he can start up his own. You know, he'll be his own resident. He'll have his own house and stuff, but he'll be on your island.
Nope. I'm sorry. Nope. I'm sorry.
No, that's how it was in That's how it was in City Folk.
Yeah.
Actually, for every console game, I won't even say every console game. Every iteration of Animal Crossing, it's been that way. Cause it's like on GameCube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yes, even the recent 3DS version, honestly, you know, with every copy of the game was one island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like, yeah. This isn't new. Hello, what are you talking about?
Why did you think otherwise?
No. I think it's because the town and island data takes up a lot of data, so it's a lot easier to.
That's true. That is so true. Yeah. Okay, I know what they're trying to do. Okay.
I cannot wait to play this dang game.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, just a heads up for those who don't know, we are working towards later in March or probably later in April, depends on the scheduling. We will be having a TLBX podcast, but in Animal Crossing, we will be having our.
Almost definitely, but it'll likely be in April.
Yes, at least in April.
Looks like a bum. Just for that. I'm gonna make sure they got the dirty tea in.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I messed with the times and my hair all messed up. Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh no. Oh no.
Just a heads up on everybody. Just a heads up for those who don't know. You can reserve your copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's available on March 20th, 2020.
So you already know me. I reserved the night before the game comes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the digital to go up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Big John, what the heck was that?
No.
I'm all about my deluxe.
That was his
editions.
feelings, bro. That was his
Oh
feelings.
my lord.
Look, look. These noises represent my bank account. Like,
Bro, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, though, actually.
What you got, Matt? What's next?
So next is I guess I had to get clarification for the masses, but early on this week, quite definitely on the website. As we're keeping the things Nintendo for the moment, we have like actual functioning details on the upcoming Pokemon Home, which will assist with the current Sword and Shield games.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So
there's a lot of confusing details because they put like a bunch of charts and stuff here and there on the website.
I'm going to show the picture on, and yeah, dark mode is not on. Sorry, folks, because I actually saved this here. This is the official picture from Resetera, right? That's the website?
Resetera, yeah.
And Mr. Cheever, welcome. Hello. My day is going well. It's all right so far. But other than that, welcome to the podcast.
TGIF, thank God it's Friday.
Pretty much. So for those who, Matt, quickly, what is Pokemon Home? For those who don't know what it is, and we're just tuning in.
So Pokemon Home will basically be the I guess kind of replacement to Pokemon Bank in the future. It will be a cloud service where you'll be able to place your Pokemon from various games, so that way you don't have to constantly keep connecting the actual games themselves to each other.
I just zoomed it up for everybody. Yeah.
That means I really got to get Pokemon Home. Man. I'm gonna get it for like 5 minutes.
I don't know if I care much about it, but I'm considering it.
Well, if I can see here, like Home is available on your Switch and your smartphone, so that's pretty cool. Oh man, yeah.
The smartphone will basically be the base, but you'll be able to access Pokemon Home through your Nintendo Switch as well.
And tablet, right? Tablet. Yeah.
That's pretty much all smart devices.
Oh, that's dope. Wow.
Okay, wait. So, since I haven't really done all that much research myself, but what I'm looking at this graphic, I'm assuming I can transfer all of my Pokemon from the Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home once they, Matt, you mentioned, I can't remember if this was yesterday or now, about there was going to be like a month free of Pokemon Bank. Was that it?
Yeah, so that was another little detail. So when Pokemon Home goes live, they're going to do a thing where Pokemon Bank will be free for 1 month. So if there's any Pokemon on any of your 3DS games that you want to transfer to Pokemon Home, you can do that freely.
Okay. All right. I mean, then it might be worth it just because I have a lot of Pokemon and I don't really want to lose them after all the time that I just spent.
Here's the thing, and I'm glad you bring that up, Erisel. The thing is that so there's 2 parts of the service. You can go either the basic plan or the premium plan.
Okay, explain that.
Yeah, so on the basic plan, and they listed here in the some of the details here. So on the basic plan, which is totally free, you can upload Pokemon to Pokemon Home to have in the hold, but you can only upload 30 Pokemon for free. There'll basically be one.
Erisel.
That just came out. I'm sorry.
Erisel just went off, yo.
My heart just stopped.
There'll be one free box. You can upload the 30 Pokemon back and forth between the services, whereas on the premium plan you can upload and store up to 6,000 Pokemon.
Who got 6,000?
Okay, hold up.
Yeah,
my box of favorites. I have 5 boxes of favorite Pokemon duplicates beyond the actual.
Whoa! What was that?
I would trade over all.
I'm so upset right now. Wow.
Really?
Okay. I mean, I already knew that I was gonna have to.
All right. Too many people are talking. Wait. Okay. One at a time, because a lot of people are already ranting. All right, Erisel, you go first. Big John, you're next. Erisel, go.
this is crap. This is upsetting to me. Like, I already knew I was gonna have to drop money for the premium. I figured it was gonna happen, but I didn't realize it was gonna be because they were just so cheap. Oh my freaking gosh! Like, you couldn't even give folks like 3 or 4 boxes. Like, not everyone can spend. What was it? It was like it's like $5 or whatever for Pokemon for the Pokemon Bank. Listen, some people cannot bring up those $5 a year or whatever. Like, sometimes it's hard for a person. Like, you gotta be respectful to that. People be broke. Like, come on. Anyway, I just have feelings. Big John, please take it away.
Hey, look, I was just gonna say, look, I could take the 30 Pokemon because look, there's like a handful of shinies. I only got 21 boxes of Snorlax. I can just make those over again. So,
wow.
I mean, you are not wrong.
I already got like 19 Gigantalaxes, so I'm already fine. So who need a Gigantalax? I got you, but I don't.
I legit work so hard though. I have the entire Pokedex from 1st gen to like, what is it, 7th gen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're on.
I have the entire Pokedex.
Question.
Well, no, I mean like from 3DS, from my every Pokemon game to the 3DS.
There's a question.
Like, that's a lot of fucking Pokemon.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it wasn't my favorite, I wasn't worried about it. So.
Question. There's an asterisk next to the arrow of "Let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee." What does that asterisk mean?
You know
see
what it means? They stink next.
What?
I'm joking. I don't know.
They're probably saying that I can't take Luna out my game and share her with everybody else. Luna, by the way, is the name of my Eevee. You're welcome.
Oh.
Does it say that on here?
I was actually trying to find that because I know there's an asterisk. I know, if I remember correctly, if you're just playing Pikachu and Eevee, you can trade any and all Pokemon with the exception of the main Pikachu or Eevee, since they're kind of like detrimental
They're locked into the game. I don't think
game.
you can trade them at all.
And I think
you can't.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't trade Luna.
All right, that's fair.
Luna's stuck with me forever. That's fine.
That's
fair.
So you can just catch duplicates anyway.
So it's 2 things because I just found the asterisks. So it's that, as well as the fact that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are technically 7th gen. So you can put them in Pokemon Home, but if those Pokemon get moved into Sword and Shield and all, they cannot go back to Pikachu or Eevee.
Oh shoot! Oh man.
They go back. They basically get locked out of going back to previous generations, which is not really a new concept.
It's
It's
not.
And to be fair, I'm just my problem is honestly that I'm a hoarder. I just really like to collect. I'm legit a Pokemon collector. I just like to have them.
Like Pokemon 2000. Yeah.
Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Except I'm not evil.
Yeah.
Question mark? That depends on who you ask. I am Slytherin, so.
But one of the big things about all this news is, of course, the pricing, especially when you compare it to Pokemon Bank. So, first for comparison, if you have a Pokemon Bank subscription, it's only about $5 a year, just one payment per year.
Yeah.
Whereas for this, you have one of 3 different payment plans. So you can either pay 1 month. Per month, it'll be $2.99. You pay 3 months, which is $4.99, or you can pay 12 months, which is $15.99.
Yo, Erisel.
No. How about no?
Okay, my question about
I'm gonna mute myself really quick because I love you guys.
Yo,
Big John, you have a question?
My question is, with the basic one, I can milk that, right? Like once I trade some of those 30, like there's a free slots, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically what it is that with the free version, you'll only have access to 1 box. So ideally, you can just store some, upload some Pokemon to that 1 free box, upload them to the shield, and just keep going back and forth.
See, I'm fine with that. I gotta say it.
Shout out to my boy.
As an African American, that's worse.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yo. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
First off, I just want to give a shout out to my boy Big John for finding ways to make this work.
I'll take advantage advantage. I'm free.
And hey, okay, and
They better not pass it. I'm gonna cry.
Erisel was about to go off. Big Joe, once they heard you, watch.
I did go off. You guys just didn't hear it because Greg, I know you have innocent ears, and I was saying some stuff that I know that my mom is probably blushing about right now.
First off, I'm just saying. First off, we are a PG-13 stream and PG-13 podcast the best way we can, folks. And I know, and hey,
exactly.
we do have youngsters
mouth,
listening.
So, I respect that.
So
actually, no, we better not have no youngsters listening. It is 9:30. I don't care. This is a Friday. Get your butt to bed.
Okay, Matt.
Respect your body. Respect your brain.
Matt. Okay, Matt.
Come on now.
Okay, Matt. When does Pokemon Home kick off?
When I go to
so there's no firm release date, but it should be sometime in February, actually.
Okay, you heard it here, folks.
Oh, happy birthday to me, said nobody.
Wow.
All right, let's move on. What you got next, Matt?
Oh, she was the next story. Oh yeah. So usually we talk about these amongst ourselves as we feel these 4 ideas of what to stream, but it's also good to talk about it as here as well. So we have the new list for games that will be free next month for both PlayStation Plus and Xbox games will go. So we'll start off with PlayStation Plus. Just going in the order that I have it here. So for PS Plus members, you'll be able to download Bioshock the Collection, The Sims 4, and Firewall Zero Hour. I'm kind of surprised they're doing 3 games this time around instead of just 2 like they normally do. I guess they wanted to give something to the VR crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised if next month there's going to be a brand new VR game coming out for the people who are rocking the PlayStation VR system. Mm-hmm. And this is definitely a nice list. It gives me a reason to trade in Bioshock because I got the disc base, and I apparently also have Uncharted the Legacy Collection, so I can trade that in also since I also got it for free. Thanks, Sony.
Yeah, exactly.
But I definitely I haven't played The Sims for like forever. Yeah, shoot, right? And it's gonna be fun. I mean, this looks like a great list, and you can actually start downloading these games, guys, on February 4th. That is the first Tuesday. Yep, the first Tuesday of the month. That's when PlayStation Plus always updates. So and the store updates every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And also for PlayStation Plus games, the first Tuesday of every month. So heads up on that. And yeah, I am a huge fan of Bioshock. Shout out to Ken Levine for bringing it back in the future. and I made sure my PC was made before the next Bioshock, Matt. I kid you not, bro. I actually, since Denise, shout outs to her, our advisor, she also has a copy of The Sims 4 already, and I will not be surprised if the DLC will be on sale for this game. So heads up.
I hope so.
I hope so. They did that for some games. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll be.
And as for the.
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
They just give me a reason to just not renew my subscription.
What? Dude. What you need to play online though, so yeah.
Look, Kakarot, I don't gotta play online. Okay, so this is the only game. I've not played anything else. Look, I deleted Destiny 2 already, so I don't got nothing else to play online. I mean, I do, but I won't because I'm playing Kakarot. Merry Christmas,
bro. We need to get on that Monster Hunter though.
Oh, you dang! Hey, look, I got GU.
We need to go back to that. Yeah, because me and Tanisha were talking about that. We need to come back and get our squad together.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I'm actually starting it next month. Actually, thank goodness. My
hey.
Yeah, no, I gotta start from the bottom. Yeah.
No, he's talking about World.
Yeah. Like, remember I said in the past, guys. Like, yeah, I just need to get used to it again.
Hey, look, let me know when they put Valstrax in World. Then I'll get back on there. Then I'll think about it. You know.
All right, I'll hit you guys up.
I mean, we got some updates coming, so maybe, hopefully.
I need Valstrax in the current game. I need it. I want to see it.
Okay, Matt, what else we got next?
Let's see the Xbox games here.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Xbox $15 it?
No, Jesus, dude.
Dang it.
So for Xbox games with gold, we have in order Tourist Trophy Isle of Man, Call of Cthulhu, Fable Heroes from the 360, and the original Star Wars Battlefront.
Republic Commando. Sorry, I just had to cough that out.
I know it's not the same thing.
Oh my god.
But it is cool to see this resurgence of love and care for the old original LucasArts titles.
I guess.
Because after the purchase, we thought that they'd all just be thrown by the wayside.
All right.
I mean, hell, Disney's actually starting to acknowledge Episode 1 Racer again. I'm shocked to see that they admit to that game existing.
Yes, love that game. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man, if I don't know. I guess like this is definitely gonna be fun, and if I can convince LatinaXSlytherin to stream for the company, you know what she's gonna play. She's gonna be up in that Fable Heroes, hopefully.
True.
So that's one thing. Cross your fingers. Spell Kappa in the chat if you want LatinaXSlytherin to stream, guys, because she had fun with what you call it with Untitled Goose Game. She actually beat it in one night. In one stream on the 24th. I was like, God dang it, that's a first for company records. A guest streamer to beat a game in one night. I know it's a short game, but still, that's still something.
That's still cool.
Fable Heroes, she'll definitely have fun with that. Call of Cthulhu looks interesting. I'll see what I can do. Oh man,
I was thinking about tentacles.
Okay.
I hear it's pretty solid from my friend who likes that stuff.
Is it a horror game, pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's horror.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's based on the lore.
Do you actually fight Cthulhu?
I have no clue. He's only talked about like the lore and such.
I'm about to wiki that real quick.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I really do have a thing about tentacles. They like freak me out.
Oh.
Pirates of the Caribbean was like a thing. It was weird.
I'm guessing you didn't like the second movie then.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was very like get it off the screen, God.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Sorry.
I mean, I forced myself to watch it anyway because I love pirates and Keira Knightley specifically, but that's just me.
And Isle of Man, hey, that's a nice moto racing game. That's cool.
Did you just say I love
Isle of Man? Look at the title. It's actually called.
The name of it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I heard you wrong.
Right on the edge.
I was really proud of you for a second.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, both games are gold, and PlayStation Plus looks very promising. I can say that for now. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, definitely check it out. It's a hell of a good time to be either a PlayStation Plus or a Xbox Live Gold member or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I won't be surprised if the Call of Cthulhu game or the Isle of Man Right on the Edge racing game will be on the PC. Because, Game Pass also works on the PC as well. But We'll see what happens. The only concern I definitely have, and I'm pushing jokes away with Republic Commando, has to be Star Wars Battlefront. Because I said to myself, wait a minute. The second one came out for free first before this one? I'm confused. But, what can you do? So.
Probably some race thing or just whenever they had the code ready.
Yeah, so. All right. Definitely check these out, guys. And Matt, what do you got next on the list?
So next is a double announcement we had earlier in the week. So starting earlier in the week, one of our favorite developers, the Behemoths, the guys who are behind Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater and Pit People, they announced that they'll be unveiling a new game. Yesterday, I believe.
Castle Crashers 2!
I wish.
No,
oh my god.
It's not real. I just wanted to make myself happy.
go ahead and start on that trailer if you haven't already.
I'm uploading it now.
There's not much on details at the moment, but the mystery game ended up being Alien Hominid Invasion.
It looks adorable. Like, Gaylene, this is a game you have to get also. Like,
ooh.
Pew pew! Look, the Behemoth! We make games! Yes, you do. But yeah.
So this game is definitely related to the original game that was released way back in the old days of Newgrounds. I'm sure that's a name you didn't.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
nostalgia.
Newgrounds. Oh jeez.
Nostalgia.
Newgrounds. Back to the menu. Sorry.
From for real though, actually.
Look at that. Look at him run. Oh, look how cute he is. Run, little one. Run. Run, all you little ones. You little crazy alien.
But
Tiny. Oh, man. If you guys are going to be headed to PAX East and EGX Res, this game will be available to play. I will not be surprised if we're going to see some recorded gameplay videos from people who are at these events, which is going to be cool. And wow, you know, I applaud Dan and his team because they're like that independent company that can surprise you with anything. And I'll admit, the first Alien Hominid, I got it for Xbox Live Arcade, and yes, I did play it back on the Newgrounds website. Jeez, it was Christmas.
Wow.
But yeah, they don't disappoint. And obviously, we just had Castle Crashers Remastered available for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So I think next to a lot of independent developers, the Behemoth is one you should never, how should I say, don't look away from them, because they're going to make you, you know, enjoy independent games for a long time. And I know every one of us...
All the games are like very hilarious.
Oh yeah, everyone here has played or at least seen gameplay from Castle Crashers, or have played Alien Hominid or Battle Block Theater, or aka P-Slosh. I mean, mad props to them. I can't wait to see gameplay for this. And you say this is a co-op game, right? Like Alien Hominid Invasion?
Yeah, so it is a co-op game. But the interesting thing is that they haven't mentioned a lot of detail right now as to what exactly the game is. All they said was, quoting from the little press release here, that it is a reimagining of the original Alien Hominid HD. So I think it will play in the same spirit of the original, which was basically kind of its own take on a Contra style action platforming,
just like the one from Newgrounds and the one on Xbox Live Arcade and PC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, if that's
I never got that far in it because that game is
flipping hard. Like, I'll tell you that now. And Dan, Behemoth, if you are listening, just like Castle Crashers, we better be fighting enemy knights in this game. I swear to goodness. Please.
Oh, we should have gone for reference.
Oh, hell yeah. Or anybody from or the evil cats from Battle Block Theater. The evil cats with the hats and the police uniforms. I'm telling you. Or anybody from the Pit Arena? Yeah. I would like to see some enemies from Pit Arena. Hell yeah. Make it happen. My question is for everybody, do you think this is a game we should all stream together as a company?
I personally want to see a little more. I'll wait until I get a good look at what it looks like at PAX.
Gotcha.
Same.
Because I'm not gonna lie, if it is basically like a Alien Hominid Super HD, I'm not gonna get very far in this game.
Oh yeah. Oh my lord. Oh no.
I gotta be with Matt on this one.
No, I hear you.
If I get past the first stage.
That boss, the first boss can oh my god.
The giant laser?
Yes.
Bruh.
That tricked me. That boss tricked me. But oh my lord. But I do want to say, speaking of group games and stuff, I think it's safe to say and announce that we are having more TLBX plays together moments and content videos, at the same time live streams. I know a lot of people want to see round 2 of the famous Uno incident, you know, because apparently the draw 4 card is going to be an upcoming Smash character, aka Big John's shout out.
Wow.
But I swear to God, Big John, if that
Uno's a tricky one. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I heard the game got
because the official
patched.
rules aren't correctly played.
Yeah, especially in the online game, the video game. The video game is like.
I mean, how do you not stack draw 4s? How do you not do that? Who allowed them to make that rule? That's a dumb rule.
They made the game.
I think
They're trying to keep the game balanced.
That's a dumb reason. No, Big John. No.
It's just in short. We're gonna be making videos, live streams again. I know we all had fun with it, especially with our longest run ever when nobody won, and finally the game crashed on some of us, and we were like, "Okay, good, we're done, bye." So yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. Hopefully definitely before Animal Crossing podcast, right, Matt? Yeah.
Hopefully,
we'll see. But so no gameplay footage yet, just that trailer. Whoever's going to PAX East or EGX Res events again, either those 2 events, you will get to play it, and we'll see what happens from there. So no release date yet, right? Like none?
No
Oh,
release date. Literally,
okay.
all they showed was just that teaser trailer and just them on the stream talking about how they've been working on it for a good while.
Oh,
Apparently, they because they were putting up a bunch of clues about the game. Apparently, that new design for the alien has been, not only around on the websites but on purchasable merch for like the last year and a half. So technically, a bunch of people are wearing shirts for the new game already.
really?
Yeah,
Okay. Shoot.
they just didn't say anything because didn't want to spoil the surprise.
You know who I want as my game announcer, Matt? The narrator for Battle Block Theater. The alien guy died.
Oh, Stanford.
Yeah.
I think he's like on retainer at the beginning, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's back.
Oh, dude, yes. Yes.
Because he still has voice samples in Pit People as well.
Well, damn. Okay, fine. All right. Oh, here's to him coming back. Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. All right. We'll stay tuned with us, guys, for Lunchbox Publications. We'll get you the news of the gameplay at the same time. We'll let you know the release date. So, we're going to take a short break. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love and appreciation. If you haven't already, please share that we are live. Please press the follow button and press the bell every time we are live here at the Lunchbox Publications Twitch channel. Shout out again to Mr. Achiever and Lego Guy for the follow. Much love. And JC Crusoe, 16, who followed us yesterday. So thank you. 3 new followers. Appreciate it. Thank you. And we'll be back with more information. So stay tuned.